boards are going to help the child understand what their numbers represent and also get your child to that point of counting from 1 to 100 and understanding its meaning. You will need a set of numbers 10 through 90 and unit numbers 1 to 9. I typed these out and printed them myself. I chose 200-point font. I like to keep all the 10s together, but if you want to individualize them, especially to fit the material and space that you're using, that's fine too. The unit symbol should be separated. You need 45 10 bars to count with and 45 unit beads. You could order these online. You could make them yourself using beads and pipe cleaners. You could use Unifix cubes or Legos. Or you can use paper. I made a downloadable set of 10s and units that you can print, cut, and use. Look for the link below. I recommend laminating so your paper materials last longer. You could also print the numbers on cardstock or glue them onto a cardboard or construction paper. Normally, the units would be individualized for this work. However, if you are using paper, I would recommend keeping the units connected, like it was for the teen board. Small unit papers might be frustrating to pick up. You could even keep them color-coded rather than all gold, or use popcorn kernels in place of the unit beads. So for the first lesson of the 10 boards, there is no units. 10 is 1 10 bar. 20 is 1 10 bar, 2 10 bars. 30 is 3 10 bars. 1 10 bar, 2 10 bar, 3 10 bars. At this point, if the child wants to take over, let them. I like to alternate my 10 bars because as you get down closer to the end, the 10 bars start to get squished and can run into each other. So it's hard to distinguish, especially if you're checking on your child's work because they've done it by themselves, whether they've counted the appropriate amount, 7 10 bars to 70 and so on. For the second portion of the 10 board, now you're doing not just the 10s, but the units. So like the teen board, I line up the numbers, not in order. And then like the teen board, I start with the units. So the child is going to put their 7 units. You could have them line this up vertically. You can have them line up the unit beads horizontally. I like to also use little cups for the unit beads and just have them put them in little cups. This way the beads aren't all rolling around and it's a little easier for the child to manage. Have the child finish that up, putting all the unit beads next to the unit numbers. Then they're gonna put all the 10 bars next to the 10s and have them do that. And then you're gonna have them add it. So when you add 7 unit beads to 1 10 bar. You get 17. Have the child finish that up and then come back and check their work and go over it. I'm not going to move over the beads like I did for the teen board, that's just too much, but point so they understand what each number represents. So 23 is 2 10 bars and 3 units, especially if the child is struggling of telling you what the quantity is to that number. 35 is 3 10 bars and 5 units. 48 is 4 10 bars and 8 units. 59 is 5 10 bars and 9 units, and so on. A great way to check their work is to have them bring you the number. For example, bring me 23. The child brings you 23 and says what it is. 23 is 2 10 bars and 3 units.
70 glasses, 7 10 bars. You count 7 10 bars. 1, 2, 3, 'll put it right next to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
ways to encourage the learning of tens. Tens hopscotch, 10 flip cards. This is a great way to get the child familiar with what the next second is. Flashcards, magnet numbers. Write them, point them out in the world, or even type them up on the computer.
Now you make 29. 2 and 9, 29. See, it's 29.
Have fun!